all, I would like to take this opportunity and review with you the importance of documentation. After our discussion, I developed 3 learning objectives. So, by the end of the teaching session, you will be able to identify at least 3 reasons for why it's important to document client care, acknowledge your values, beliefs, and attitudes related to documentation, and demonstrate how to document on a standard charting form. Documentation is a valuable communication tool that facilitates sharing clients' information without a healthcare professional. Can you think about any other benefits that documentation can offer? Exactly. Comprehensive documentation can promote safe and appropriate care. It also an important tool to facilitate quality improvement initiative, risk management, and research activity. Do you think that charting client care is optional for healthcare professionals? Of course not. It implies accountability, and we have a professional responsibility to chart because documentation also provides a legal record. Let's look now at the standard charting form to review the documentation that I completed earlier for Mrs. B. As you can see here, I charted the date and time, my professional designation, the topic of my charting, followed with the body of the documentation. I used the DARP acronym to stay focused and organized of my charting. I included the subjective and objective data, my action and intervention, the response of the client, and the plan. I will share a few stories that changed the way I document. We once had a client on this unit who was a bariatric client. One day, the client fell from the bed on the floor while their staff were trying to reposition the client. The investigation identified the documentation was inaccurate and incomplete and did not indicate to use the positioning sling for turning client in bed. As a result, the client was manually repositioned, which created an unsafe situation for both client and the staff. This unfortunate event, however, was a very good learning experience for many of us. Personally, it changed my values and beliefs and attitudes regarding the importance of documentation. Now, I have a few questions for you. In order to evaluate the teaching learning outcomes, can you list 3 reasons for the importance of recording client care? What are your values and attitudes related to documentation? And lastly, can you please complete the charting for one of your clients that you provided care this morning? Remember, it is essential to document the care that we provide, because if it is not documented, it did not